Alright, and welcome back to Wildewitch RP's live play of our Burning Veil campaign. What is Wildewitch RP, you might ask? I'll tell you. Wildewitch RP is me, Faye, your game master and storyteller, and Lachlan, our writer and producer. We're a couple who love role-playing games and sharing stories with all of you so much that we quit our day jobs and created our own company so that way we could create high-quality TTRPG experiences full-time. We've been very fortunate along the way to meet many awesome, amazing players who have joined us on our adventure, including the players who are with us tonight. And you can join them in all the fun. To get started playing with us, just join our Discord and website community, where you can sign up for games, meet us and all of our players, talk about your favorite characters, and even roleplay on our forums. We've got plenty of games that happen every day, Monday through Saturday, so that way you can play in our Mortal Guardians episodic campaign and fight back against the evil Coven of Zol and their dark masters from the void beyond the stars. We also offer high-quality custom quests, magic items, and our playthrough of D&D's Dragonlance campaign. So, take a moment during the game to join us and introduce yourself. We can't wait to see you at the table. And speaking of the table, let's get started with tonight's game. We pick up where our heroes, our adventurers, are traveling through Vales of Farah in search of a cure for their companion, Avi, who early made a deal with a hag, and that deal is soured. Thinking that you had bested her in the swamps of Corpsemere, it seems that she persists still, holding that thread and connection to Avi. And tracking her to an abandoned castle just within the domain of night. You have found that she has fled this area. And before you could exit out, there was the sound of fluttering wings from up above. And I believe that when we left off last week, you were going to investigate those sounds, yes?
I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
So, how do you approach?
You want me to chat about this?
Carefully.
Okay.
Here.
Carefully sounds like a stealth check.
Yeah, I'm done with that.
That's what I thought. 20. Well, there it is.
Oh, are we starting early with this?
You know, that's the second time that I've started a session with a natural one on a stealth check.
Yeah, it's good to get it out of the way quick.
Yeah.
It seems that you're not the only one this time.
Y'all.
You move carefully, or at least you feel that you move carefully. And as your group clambers up the stairs, you see that there are figures here, all now turned towards the staircase. And you recognize the type of figures. There are dark-winged fairies here, and you remember another Darkwing Fairy that you had seen in recent times, Lasari, an agent that was after Bracken. And as he turns to your group, well, I must say I wasn't expecting to see this with my own eyes. Lazare was rather impressed by you and your friend's capabilities. No matter, however, whatever creature you transform yourself into, Bracken, you're still the same.
Oh, what's up? No, there's supposed to be a mistake. I'm not that. My name's Crabneck.
Bracken died like a few days ago.
And was
I thought it was neck
reformed.
crab.
You can claim whatever you wish, but true names hold weight, and someone should know that. And again, this figure
Bracken's sweating a little bit.
turns back to look at the Kender now amongst your group. Debts will be paid. It's at this point, Bracken, if you would like to roll for me a history check. You recognize the insignia on this figure's armor, this dark-winged fairy. It is the insignia of Prince Dalafor's father and that family's crest.
Can I rush this dude?
Sure. Is that what you do?
Absolutely.
All right.
Because Bracken's thinking if this guy gets out and word gets out, there's going to be a lot more trouble, so it's better to nip this one in the bud.
How
Okay.
many figures?
Looking around, there's this guy,
Mm-hmm.
10 fairy soldiers, and what looks to be 2 Spriggans.
Awesome. Lovely.
Never mind.
You gonna rush him?
Nope. I didn't
Okay.
realize that there was 12 more people.
Yeah, there's several figures up here that are all kind of looking at you, but he's the only one talking.
In that case, Bracken probably thinks the move is scatter.
So,
He's trying to get out of this.
go ahead, give me a perception check then, Bracken.
Perception check.
Mm-hmm. You notice that as you take in the amount of people here, that they have moved to block exits. That they are positioned here, not so much as a single entity group, but covering a large amount of ground. They're meaning to contain you.
Is this really how you guys want to do this?
We would prefer it if you surrendered, but given you are a bit of a flight risk, we've taken precaution.
He can't even fly anymore.
Good. I'm glad somebody said it.
Very funny.
Really got me in the wings there, huh? I guess for now, Bracken's gonna err on the side of caution and not try to cause a scene.
You all, as he turns to the rest of your the group, we have very little problems with you. Mainly the fact that you are aiding and abetting Bracken here. Hand him over, and we'll be fine.
What'll happen to him?
Well, that's for Prince Daliful to decide upon.
Knowing him, he's probably still pretty pissy about the whole situation, so nothing good.
Well, I sure am sorry, but there ain't no way that I'm giving up my friend.
Yeah, you know, I'm the first one to tell you that Bracken can be a bit of an ass. But I'm not fond of just handing him over. Not happening while I'm here.
Thanks for the backhanded defense there, Lorcan.
Look, I ain't gonna tell a lie to these guys.
Fair enough.
Does
Well.
Cecil add anything?
We're not just gonna hand him over.
Looks like y'all want to take me, but I can't go, so I guess we're done here and we're just gonna go this way.
No, that's not how this is going. Kiri, if you would please help us to apprehend the fugitive.
Yuri?
Sure thing, Tegrin. Tegwern. You know, just gotta make sure the payment's here. And as she moves, readying her staff, we're going to roll initiatives.
My goodness. Now sneak a peek at all this.
Sure.
Sneak a peek.
What are you trying to sneak a peek of?
But I just want to look at him, see what his face looks like.
You sneak a peek at Olcus. Let's see what your passive is. 13. 20. Olcus is someone who is hard to read for most people. You've noticed that. He tends to keep himself calm and in an area where he doesn't display so easily what's on his mind and what he's feeling. You see immediately the shock that is on Olcus's face and the instance of needing to fight, a survival instinct kicking in as he reaches for his blade.
Good, got it.
So, wait. Let's see if I can get some battle music going on here.
How close together we are in initiative. That's cute.
Alrighty, so. It's going to be That'll be Spriggans. Tech Learn. Kiri. And the NPCs. So. Fairies first. Tech Learn. After that, Kraken, Cecil, Avi, Kitty, NPCs, Spriggans. So, the fairies will begin and start off the battle with some arrows flying through. So let's just go over there. You each are getting 2 shots. Natural 1 on the first one to hit Bracken. A 19 on the second. And that is 1 point of piercing damage. Can you give me a Constitution saving throw?
Yeah.
12. You're fine. It's just the damage. Cecil. The first one misses you with an 8. Bounces off of your armor. The second one, an 11. Avi.
Yeah.
A 16.
Yeah.
1 point of piercing damage. Please roll for me a Constitution saving throw.
Well, that's a 1.
Oh no! So you are poisoned,
Huh.
but because you rolled a natural 1 on this and your total is 1, you fall unconscious for a minute.
Oh.
Unless you do take damage, or another creature shakes you awake.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
And then the second attack misses you with a natural 1.
Great.
And then we've got attacks to Lorcan, Ron, Ansel, and Olcus. That hits Lorcan. That hits Ron. It definitely hits Ansel and Olcus. Cool, great. Let's see how their Constitution saves go. Lorcan's poisoned, but he's not unconscious.
Okay.
Ron is fine. Ansel is unconscious. Olcus is fine. No, Olcus is poisoned. So, let me just make a note there. Olcus, poisoned. Lorcan, poisoned. Ansel, poisoned. Unconscious.
Great.
It's fine. And that's it for our fairies. Tegwern starts his turn with his eyes on you, Bracken. And he's gonna rush forward. As he does so, as he pulls out his sword, he is going to take 2 swipes at you with it. The first one misses with a 9.
Cool.
The second one is an 18 to hit.
We're gonna use our skull.
Okay, so he grits his teeth. Oh, you've got some tricks now.
And I've always had tricks. You just always fell for them.
All right, Bracken, it's your go.
Well, he's right up on me, so guess
Yes.
who's getting some, just like his boss. An 18 to hit.
18 will just hit Tegwin.
16 points of damage there, and we're gonna flurry of blows.
Okay.
Is 11 hit?
No, an 11 unfortunately does not hit.
Alright, well, that's that then.
Okay. So the first two attacks are solid, hitting against the armor in places where you can feel the reverberation through the body, but the seconds do not. Cecil,
I'll be right next to me.
Avi would be right next to you.
I'm gonna shake her awake.
All right. So uses your action, but Avi, you are now prone but conscious and poisoned.
Okay. Awesome.
What are you doing? No time for a nap.
I'm sorry.
I accept.
All right. Anything else on your turn, Cecil?
How close to Bracken am I?
I would say maybe 5 feet away from Bracken.
Alright, that's all I need to know.
Okay. Avi, it's your turn.
Yeah. Okay. Great. How far away are the Spriggans?
Spriggans would be on the order of maybe 40 foot for one, 50 on the other, two opposite directions.
Oh, jeez. They're not close to each other at all.
Nope.
Okay. Well, then we'll go for one of them. Can it make me a con save? Oh, wait. I need to move forward 10 feet.
Okay, so you get up, you move forward 10 feet, easy enough.
Yeah, and I need a con save from this brigand.
Okay. That's a 5?
Great, it's blinded.
Okay.
And then, you know what? I'll chance it. I'll quicken spell Firebolt.
Okay.
And that's a 15 to hit.
15 will hit the Spriggan.
Nice.
You did do that with advantage, right?
Disadvantage?
No,
Oh,
advantage.
It would be a straight roll.
Because it's, no, you've rolled that with advantage, right? Because it's blinded?
I'm poisoned.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So I don't know what the first roll was. It hit anyway,
Yeah.
so I'm not worried about it. So it's 5 fire.
10, because it is vulnerable to fire.
Okay, then 10 fire.
Hell yeah. So. Alright, so that'll be... And... Brigands. 1, 2... So, as you throw the firebolt out and as it catches a light, it's now Curie's turn. And, Curie is going to take this moment to she's going to take a moment to shift her form, and you watch as fur begins to ripple, and she becomes a wolfish figure and is going to rush at Cecil. The first attack is a 10.
Nah.
And the second is an 11. And she tries to claw and bite you. And it is going to be our NPCs go. Ron is going to move to get Ansel awake. Meanwhile, Lurkin and Ulcus move closer together. Ulcus will provide help for Lorcan, as Lorcan will take aim with his bow. The two working together. And Lorcan gets a natural 20, so you watch as Lorcan's arrow, he's going to turn his attention towards the fairies, and this arrow goes straight through one of them, pinning it to the wall as it begins to try and take it out, but he's stuck, and that is the end of one of the fairies. So...
He one-shot that fairy?
yeah, fairies don't have a lot of HP.
What a man.
I know, right?
Not a good man.
And with that is now our Spriggans go. The one that is blinded is going to gonna try and throw a burst out at you, Avi, but he has disadvantage. 14?
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Ooh, that is going to be 14 points of lightning damage.
I'll interception. Oh no, she moved up.
Yeah, I did.
Never mind.
It's fine.
The other one is going to throw a blast at Ron. That will hit Ron, and that'll be not as much damage.
Well, he can make his con save at the end of his turn.
Okay. And that is a 15.
Nope.
Alright, he's still blinded. With that, it is back to our fairies go, and we are getting some more arrows at everybody. Particularly, we've got, everyone's gonna get one. $17 to hit Bracken.
Yep.
Okay, that's 1 point of piercing damage, and I need a con save. You're fine, it's just the damage. 13 does not hit Cecil. A 25 will hit Avi.
Oh, yeah.
1 point of damage, and I do need a con save.
Oh, good grief. Here we go. It's a 2.
You're already poisoned,
I know.
but you fall unconscious again.
Oh, goodness. I feel like I should have made it a disadvantage. Was it? Oh, it's just ability check.
It's just ability checks, yeah.
Alright,
Alright.
great.
That hits Lorcan. That does not hit Ron. That will not hit Ansel. But that's a natural 20 against Stulkus. Cool. So that puts Ulcus there. This is, I love it so much. No, it is Ulcus and Lorcan who need to make con saves. Lorcan's fine. Ulcus is fine. Alright. They're good. Still poisoned, but good. And Tegorn is Tegwern is going to ask for Bracken and Cecil to make for me. Nah, he's actually not going to do that.
Oh. Yeah, he better not.
But he is going. He is going to do this instead. He's going to attack once at Bracken, and try and shove you to the ground. So the first is an attack roll, which will be a 19 to hit.
Can
If you've got enough charges, yeah, you can use your...
I think I got one left. I'll use it.
Okay, so your scarf goes up, and I need an athletics or an acrobatics check as he's going in for a shove now. Yeah, you stay on your feet. And that's it for Tegwern. Bracken, it is your turn.
I'm in a flank with Cecil, right? On the guy orchestrating all this?
No. Cecil did not get into a flank on that.
Oh, okay. Is it possible for me to move into a flank with Cecil?
I don't believe Cecil is on Tegwern.
I'm on the wolf.
Yeah.
I'm like on the other side. Yeah.
Oh, good. I will just keep going after Tegward still. 15 and a 24.
15 it does not hit. 24 does.
On that 24, I'm going to spend a superiority die.
Okay.
And we are going to go for a trip attack on that. So if I could have a strength saving throw.
Yeah, totally.
And that'll be this plus one of these. 17 damage on that hit.
Alright, and that is an 18 on his save.
Okay, that's passes. We're gonna go for a flurry of blows.
Go for it.
On that 25, we're gonna do it again.
Okay.
For another 13 points of damage.
Alright, that is a 16 on his save.
That beats, so that's good to go. And then we are going to action surge,
Okay,
and we're gonna go for 2 more attacks.
go for it.
You good? Freaking out. 20. And we're gonna go for 1 more.
20 hits.
For 14 damage.
And that is a natural 1. He fails.
Hey, he is prone.
Alright, so Tegwern knocked prone.
Nice if that happened way earlier, but we'll take it.
Cecil, you've got a wolf Kiri on you.
Come on, Kiri. I thought we were having fun, and I'll swing at her head.
Okay.
Now, is this a 4-legged wolf? Or
Yes.
Or a 2-leg? Okay.
She has druid shaped into
Full
a
wild shape.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got a myth. Does an 18 hit the wolf?
18 will hit the wolf.
Are they not coming through?
Not. It's there. It's just not fully there.
All right.
Was the first one a natural 1?
Perhaps.
I see it there on the game log.
8 damage. Yeah, we got Ansel and Avi still asleep.
No, Ansel's been woken up, but Avi is now asleep.
Avi. Okay. Nothing's around her yet, right?
Not currently, no.
Okay, I'll stay there.
Alright. It is Avi. You are currently snoozing a little bit. what was the thought that went through your mind during your consciousness?
Oh, I gotta help Bracken.
Okay. That thought, we'll see how that flavors through. Make a note there. Kiri's go. And... does she... Yeah, she will, actually. She'll shape out of this, and now that she's right there with you, Cecil, I'm having tons of fun. And she's going to bring her staff down.
Played the color game and everything.
Both of her attacks, however, will miss. And it is our NPCs go. Ron now will go over to Avi and wake you up, Avi. That's her action. Ansel will try to take out another fairy with a... he's going to do a... As Ansel calls forth for a sacred flame, the fairy that he targets quickly darts out of the light. Ulcus and Lorcan once more work together. Ulcus providing Lorcan the help action in his aiming. Lorcan will take 2 shots. Each at a different fairy. The first one misses. And the second one misses worse. It seems that the poison's really kind of getting to him. And then it is our Spriggans. We're gonna get some bursts out. One to Bracken, one to Cecil. That is a 19 towards Bracken.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And
My reaction on that one. For damage only.
okay. That's going to be 16 points of damage coming towards Bracken. How much is negated?
10.
Alright. Bracken, you take 6 points of damage. And then the one towards Cecil misses. It's 5. And that's it for our Spriggans. And our fairies are going to take some shots down at people. .16 to hit Bracken.
Meets it, beats it.
Alright. 1 point of piercing damage, and I will need a con save.
Piercing and a con save. 11.
You're fine. 19 to hit Cecil.
Meets it, beats it.
Alright, 1 point of damage. I need a con save.
24.
You're fine. This is disadvantage against Avi. So an 11 will miss.
Yeah.
Ron is hit. Lorcan missed. Ulcus hit. Ansel missed. So it is Ron and Ulcus that need to make con saves. Ron is unconscious.
Well, great. It's alright, I'm right here.
Ulcus, fine. He's already poisoned, though. So now Ron gets to get added to the poisoned check. Cool. It is Tagwern's go once more. And he's going to roll backwards and will then move up onto his feet. So now he's away, which means Bracken, as he's moving back, if you want... Nope, you've already used your reaction. You can't take the opportunity... No, that was before. You can, if you would like to use your reaction to make a opportunity attack as Tagwern rolls away from you.
Absolutely. I could deck him in the back of the head while he rolls away from me like it's Dark Souls. That'd be great.
Go. Yeah, that definitely hits. Let's put that there. And as he stands up, he's gonna take the dodge action.
Okay.
So he's now, he's got a full 5 feet between you and him, so you'd have to close in to meet him, and he's taking the dodge action. Attacks against him will be made at disadvantage. And Bracken, it is your turn.
Yep. We've got, you know, we smell blood in the water. We've got our sights dialed in. We're going after him.
Okay.
17 and 12 to hit.
Unfortunately, both of those miss. The 17 just barely blown aside by his parry.
And then a bonus action. 17. All right.
He stands there ready for the defenses. Cecil, you now have regular Kiri standing in front of you.
Cool, I'll swing at her.
Okay, go for it.
$23.
23 definitely hits. Oh, that one hurt. And anything else on your turn, Cecil?
No, I'm just annoyed because I was thinking about something nice I could have gotten her for helping us. A coloring book.
Avi,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
Yeah, wake up, Ron.
Yeah, that's your action, but you get her up.
Okay.
Get
go.
up.
Okay,
Get up. Back and forth.
Well, there's an easy way to make sure that that doesn't happen.
Yeah, don't get hit.
Get the fairies out of here.
Pass the roll.
Can't do that if I keep going unconscious.
It's a free action to yell at your companions.
It's reaction to ignore. Damn.
So, as you wake up Ron, and she's no longer unconscious, it's Kiri's go. And Kiri is... Kiri's gonna just go ahead and do another smack. Or at least attempt to, because that one misses. Oh man, it was cocked between a 5 and an 18 and it went with the 5. A 9 misses. So Cecil, you're able to dodge out of the way, slide off the attacks that are coming for you, and it is our NPCs go. Run is going to flick her wrist and send out a firebolt at one of the fairies. Now she stands up, which that's going to hit, and that's another fairy down. Ansel is going to move in once more, try and get one of those fairies in a sacred flame. And fairy gets caught. That's a fairy down. Lorcan now provides help for Ulcus. Ulcus is going to throw a blade, a dagger. And that hits as well, so we are down 4 fairies at this point. And it is now our Spriggans go. The one that's still blinded is going to throw out a burst and will attempt to hit. It's going to try and attempt to hit you again, Avi.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a 6.
That will miss. And he can remake his con save. I don't think he did last time.
He's just really bad at con saves.
Yeah.
And then the other one is going to try and throw a burst at Bracken. 13, I believe, misses.
It does.
And then that is a 14 on his con save.
Nope.
Yeah, he's just bad. With that, it is back to our fairies, of which we now have 6. And it'll be Bracken, Cecil, here are our main ones. Lorcan, Ulcus, Avi, and Ron.
Okay.
4 does not hit Bracken. 15 to hit Cecil.
Nope.
That is a 18 towards Avi.
Yeah.
An 8 does not hit Lorcan. That misses Ulcus, but a 21 will hit Ron. So 1 point of damage, Avi.
Yeah.
Con save, please.
Sure. It's a 5.
Oh,
You're already poisoned. But because your con save is a 5, you fall unconscious.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
And Ron's unconscious too.
Oh, great.
That's a natural one.
We
now you're just taking a
snoozing.
nap together.
Yep.
Yeah.
So-
We're just snoozing.
Yeah, they're just snoozing here. With that, it is Tagorn's turn. And he's just, you know, holding his own here. He's going to he's still feeling confident about the situation as it is. He's just going to continue dodge. Bracken, it's your turn.
Yeah, we're gonna go for it.
Okay.
He's still dodging it.
He's still dodging.
We're gonna get through this.
Oh. I only meant to do that once.
No, it's cool. Oh, a 22 to hit.
22 will hit.
Let's get his ass. Oh, damn, 5 points of damage.
Okay.
That will be the turn.
Alright, so that's the turn. Cecil. What are you doing?
swing at Kiri again.
Okay.
$18.
18 will hit Kiri.
Did that one hurt too?
Yeah, just a bit.
Does she look like she's losing steam at all?
She She looks like she's taking a beating here, but she's keeping herself in the game. Avi,
Yeah.
what are some thoughts that might be flitting through your mind?
Feeling pretty down about myself. I'm real hurt. Feeling kind of useless.
It is Kiri's go. She's... Tagwarn, I think we need to do it! And we need to do it soon! Just hold out a little bit longer. She shakes her head and 2 swings at Cecil. A 16?
Nope.
And that is less than that, so. She is doing good. She's actually going to move away from you, so you have an attack of opportunity if you would like to use your reaction here.
I would like to use my reaction here.
Go for it.
16.
16 will hit Kiri.
I would like to use my reaction. Is she close enough?
So she moves back, and she's moving towards Tagwarn. You swing and get a solid hit upon her. And that's it for Kiri's turn. Ansel is going to come over and shake awake Avi. And that'll be his go. Ulcus and Lorcan are going to work together. Ulcus helping Lorcan. Lorcan's going to take 2 shots at the fairies. Try and thin them out. That misses a fairy. And that misses a fairy. And Lorcan's gonna call out to Cecil. I know that Kiri is a bit of a problem right now, but so is everyone going unconscious. Our Spriggans are going to take their attacks. The one that is blinded would not be, actually, because Avi, you've gone unconscious, and that's a concentration spell.
It is not concentration.
It is not. Okay.
No.
Alrighty, then.
I know I'm looking at it too.
So, then his attack towards Bracken does not go forward, and then the other one's attack towards Cecil is a 14, which will miss, I'm pretty sure. So,
Yes.
And he can make his con save.
that's a 13.
Nope.
So, and I will get our battle music back up. That's it for our Spriggans. Fairies. We've got 6 of them. And Ron's still asleep, so it's going to be everyone except for Ron getting targeted here.
Good for her.
That is a 12 to hit Bracken.
Nope.
A 19 to hit Cecil.
Yes.
1 point of piercing damage. Please roll for me a con save.
A 10.
You're fine.
Of course, you're fine.
It's just the damage. That is a 9 to hit Avi.
No, thank God.
A 21, however, will hit Lorcan. That misses Ulcus. And that misses Ansel. So Lorcan's got to make save here. Lorcan's fine. He's almost not, but Lorcan's fine. And that's it for fairies. Tagwarn. Kind of weighing himself, looking at Kiri, looking around. Fine, fine, let's do this. And so, Tegwern, Tegwern waits for Kiri. But he does look like he is holding something here. Bracken,
Yeah.
what would you like to do?
Um,
You would have heard Lorcan when he called out to Cecil, by the way, about people
I
going
am
unconscious.
going to let me see at a creature. I am going to get Ulcus, and I'm going to try and taunt him. To get him to focus more on me, and also give him disadvantage on all attack rolls against other targets other than me.
Ulcus, or... Because
Yeah.
Ulcus has been helping you.
Oh, really? Oh, shit. Whoops.
Yeah, Ulcus has been aiding Lorcan.
Oh, shit. My bad. I'm sorry. Fuck.
God. You make him edgy and everyone thinks that he's a bad guy.
Yeah,
Also,
you will.
you used all your bad words. Just want to let you know that. In that one short little sentence.
Oops.
No more
Oh,
for the rest of the
golly.
night.
Oh, golly gee. I made an oopsie doodle. In that case, I will. One more time on the name of the guy I've been going after. I'm terrible with names.
Tegwern.
Tegwern. Is he still taking dodge actions?
He's holding his action for something that Kiri has asked for, so he said, okay, fine, we're going to do
That's
it.
where I'm messing up. I will taunt him.
Okay.
That's where the disconnect happened. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I need a wisdom saving throw of 14.
That is a 21.
Well, he passes that, but we are gonna go for some strikes as my main action.
Go for it.
23 to hit
23 hits.
for 8 points.
Okay.
And he better look out, Buster Brown. He's gonna get it next turn.
Sure you will. Cecil. Kiri has moved away from you. Lorcan's looking a little sick. And people keep falling unconscious around you. What are you doing?
Is there anyone unconscious around me?
Ron is currently unconscious.
I'll go and awaken Ron.
Okay. So, uses your action. You shake Ron awake. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Avi,
Yeah,
it's your turn.
great. I don't know if I've stood up, but I'm gonna.
Well, you would have been prone last turn, but yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna get up. What can I get in a 30-foot cone?
You've got 2 figures in the form of Tegwern and Kiri, or you can get a collection of the remaining fairies. You could get about
You know
5
what?
of them.
We'll just go for the fairies.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast fear. I need a wisdom save.
Okay. From all of the fairies? Or
From
those two?
whoever I'm catching in the 30-foot cone.
In
yeah.
the 30-foot cone. Okay, cool. So
Mhm.
that'll be 5 of them. All right. We've got a natural 20 for a 21, and then the next highest would be a 15.
Well then, anyone under 17 will fail.
Cool. So
Um,
only one succeeds.
Drop what they're holding, and then they have to use the dash action to move away.
Okay. So short bows fall to the ground all around.
Mm-hmm.
Ting, 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 ting.
Like toothpicks with scrunchies as bow string.
Alrighty.
Princess did not like that
No, she didn't.
one.
After Avi, it is going to be Kiri. Avi, do you do anything else on your turn?
No, that's it.
All right. So,
Just have to wake.
so now that it's Kiri's turn, it is Kiri and Tegwern who act in unison as Tegwern's held action is released, and the two of them begin to conjure more creatures. Behind Tegwern, you see this reptilian face as he conjures forth you see a spring green fey-touched dragon, large, as it bares its teeth at you. Next to Kiri, these two massive creatures you would recognize. They are ogreish. These are cauldron, with one has this dark purple skin, the other is a dark teal that have these spots and boils. And it seems that they've called stronger spirits to aid them in this fight. Grumble, tumble, get 'em, Kiri says as her two figures come into existence. And I need, as the two grumble and tumble begin to howl a battle cry, I need a wisdom save from everybody.
Is this for a frightened condition?
It is for a frightened condition.
So then I will have advantage.
Olcus is fine. Lorcan is not. Ansel is fine. Ron is fine. And Avi, you are frightened of the Cloggerin. Cecil and Bracken, you are fine. And so with that, it is going to be our NPCs go after Kiri and her Cloggerin, and Lorcan begins to run back down into the basement. And the others begin to question him. Olcus is going to take a defensive action, takes the dodge action. Ansel looks to the rest of you, and Ron will stand up and she watches, waiting. She's going to hold her action here to survey the situation. You still have the two Spriggans here, who are going to continue to throw out some spells at you. First one, the blinded one, misses. The second one, that is going to be a 20 to hit Cecil.
Yes.
Alrighty. And that is going to be a lovely 7 points of force damage. And with that, we've got two fairies left, taking some shots down. Cecil and Bracken are the most noteworthy threats for them. That's a natural 20 to hit Cecil.
Yeah?
So 2 points of piercing damage, and I need a con save. And then a 15 to hit Bracken.
Nope.
Alright, you're fine. Cecil, you're fine. Just the damage. And that's it for our fairies. Tegwern is going to use his action to command Ziravoxy. Destroy our enemies. As he looks to you, your group. and you hear the growl of the dragon behind him. And as the creature takes wing, is going to just hover above in the confines of this castle ruin. Look down and can I get a con save from Cecil and Bracken as this thing aims its breath down directly on where you guys are? Okay, so Bracken, that is a successful save, so that will be half damage. Cecil, that is a failed save, so that will be 23 points of poison damage on a failed save, half as much on a successful.
Woo. That's 22. That's 11.
All right, and Bracken, it is now your turn.
We're just gonna keep trying to dish it out. Maybe we can get rid of this dragon.
It looks to be an adult dragon.
A full adult dragon.
Kind of, yeah. It looks like this is a very powerful fight here. You can try and dish it out, but if you make it out, it may be just barely. You might
Got it.
do better if you try and find a way out of this situation.
Okay, in that case. I'm going to double back to try and help Cecil in his position and, like, just regroup with everybody to get everybody out.
Okay. Do you call out to your companions about regrouping?
Yeah, I think, Bracken just calls out, we need to get out of here.
Okay.
The dragon was not part of the plan. None of this was part of any plan, but this is especially egregious.
All right. As Bracken calls this out, Cecil, what are you doing?
Lorcan ran downstairs, right?
Lorcan ran downstairs.
Into the dungeon.
Back into the dungeons, yes.
I guess we go down there.
How big are these Cogrin?
Kalgrin, they are large creatures. They are towering. They're ogre size.
Okay, and how big would you say is the stairway down to the dungeon?
Stairway, they'd have to, like, sort of squeeze in through. They could make it, but it would take them a bit of time.
Cool, let's go downstairs, everyone. Run, please.
So, Cecil, you start running?
Yeah, I will use my action to dash that way, and I will, second wind on the way with a Fey restoration.
Heck yeah, go for it. And, yep.
Ouch.
Oof. Avi. It's your turn.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna follow Cecil.
Okay. As you rush down following Cecil, Kiri is going to... What is Kiri gonna do? Can I have Bracken roll for me a strength saving throw? You feel around you as the vines and mosses try to, that appear suddenly, try to wrap and hold you in spot, but you're able to push them aside, and you are not held by the entangle spell. Ulcus, Ansel, and Ron all begin to run down as well. And our Spriggans, let's try and get some blasty blasts. that does not hit you, Bracken, and then this one's going to try and hit where it last hurt Avi, and it hits the ground because Avi, you're not there. And then our fairies go. 2 attacks towards Bracken, as this whole thing is to try and apprehend you. Neither of which will hit. That was a 13 and a 12. Kegwern is going to try and rush at you, grab you in a grapple. That is, I need an athletics or acrobatics from you. Easily, you move out of the way, and he's going to try and shove you down since the grapple didn't work, get you prone. Athletics or acrobatics. He's trying, but you are keeping to your feet, moving like the flow of water. As a 17 will beat him out, and you remain ready to move. Ziervoxy has her orders, however, so she is going to try and swoop down and take a bite at you. That is going to be a 16.
That meets.
That's it? Alright, cool. So, that's 15 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
And 2 points poison.
17 total.
17 total. And then it is your turn, Bracken. The rest of your companions have retreated down into the...
Beautiful. I'm gonna take a disengage and then move 45 feet. Does that get me there?
It'll get you down with everybody else. And then, as that happens, I'm going to say that we are out of initiative as the Cogran fight over who gets to go through the door first. And you can hear them as they're trying to shove each other out of the way. And the other voices behind trying to get them to move out of the doorway so that they can get down to get to you all. And during this time, the poison will wear off, as it only lasts for a minute. So you have now in the dungeons. Try and find a way out of here. What are you doing?
Bracken, do castles in Vale de Farah have secret entrances and exits in the dungeons?
I was never one to spend much time in the castles.
I'm gonna start looking around,
As you can
trying
see,
to find
I
a way out.
Investigation check.
Mm-hmm.
ticked off a lot of the nobility here.
It's a 19.
Is anyone else using their time to investigate?
Yeah, I'll help out.
Okay.
I'm gonna hang by the stairs. Kind of standing guard.
Yeah, Olcus and Lorcan also hang out there. Between Avi and Bracken, as well as Ron and Ansel, looking through. It is on the side that Avi and Bracken are tackling that you do find a hidden exit, a tunnel. It seems to lead deeper into the ground.
Not here.
I mean, it's better than going back up.
Yeah.
Are we supposed to take Olcus with us?
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems cool.
I could have shot your friend in the back and I didn't.
Oh, there you go.
That's a fair point. What's up with Kiri?
Can we not talk about this right now? Come on.
Oh, okay. I thought it was nap time. Let's go.
Wow.
Sorry, that was earlier.
You know, just because you seem to have a fine disposition against poisons, doesn't mean that all of us here are. And if you had helped us instead of focusing on Kiri, perhaps we wouldn't have fell so many times. As Lorcan stands up next to on Avi's side.
Someone had to keep him busy.
My goodness, I'm gone. I'm walking.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cecil, you really should have done something else in that fight. And Bracken's just gonna kind of shuffle along, see if he can get out from under this radar.
I would say so. So as you get by, Ansel's next. Ron. Ulcus would take the rear. And you make your way down into a darkened path. Ulcus, you can hear, is doing what he can to mask the passage of your travelings, sweep aside the footprints.
We did close the door, yeah?
Yes, the passage was closed. It wasn't like a super visible door, because it took you a bit of time to find it.
Yeah.
But yes, it was closed. And Ulcus is doing what he can to make sure that if anyone does open it, as long as it's within a decent amount of time, that it shows no sign of passage here. You... As you are entering into this large underground cavern, you see several tunnel exits here. And in the middle, there seems to be this pool that has a slight glow to it in the underground here. Patches of moss and other easy growing vegetation. You wait a moment and there's no immediate sign of a tracking party behind you. In this cavern, Ulcus immediately is going towards that glowing pool.
You know what that is?
You wouldn't like the answer.
Okay.
And as he picks it up, he starts to rub it over his armor. You're going to want to do this too.
Yeah, I'll listen to him.
I suppose so.
You?
I won't tell you that you have to, but if you would prefer not to be tracked by your scent, this will help. So, each of you approach the pool.
Yeah.
It is cool to the touch, gel-like as you begin to rub it. It smells earthy, but like also rot and decay. It's very pungent. And soon everyone has partaken, and Ulcus looks over and gives an approving nod to everyone's applications. Now we should find a way out of here. And as you are looking at the various options, the tunnels here. Why don't we get a perception check, please? Or investigation, if you'd be taking a closer look. Bracken, would you like to roll investigation or perception for... Cool. Avi,
Yeah.
you notice in this cavern towards one of the tunnels a paper on the ground. And folded and looks like it was dropped or forgotten.
I'll pick it up.
It's a letter addressed to Festrian from someone named Marfel, instructing her to bring ingredients to Astravenza, the Raven City, and to meet her there. If anyone would like to, if you share this information, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
If anyone would like to roll a history check here.
Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna ask him this.
So, Bracken, Avi, it doesn't come to you, but you can, of course, ask about Atravenza.
I plan to.
Yeah.
Does anybody know about any of this?
It's a city. Large one in the domain of night. The above ground layer of the city is called the Moonward Leaf. It has Windsor Eladrin, other dark fae, creating everlasting moonlight. The underground burrow, thing called Darkward Leaf. Other dark fae creatures and people who've immigrated from across the Vales, they take home there. Darkwood Leaf. Darkwood Leaf, I could probably get us to if I think we're where we may be. You see that he's now giving another look around the area. Perhaps now that the immediate threat is past and he's got more time to take in what he's looking at.
How far do you think?
Depends on where we are. Let's see if we can pick one of these tunnels and get out, because this isn't familiar, but if we're talking about Astravenza, there's gotta be some sort of connection.
Well, I mean, was this letter, was it like at the mouth of one of the tunnels, or?
Yeah, it was kind of going towards one of the tunnels.
Well, I mean, this one was kind of hidden this way.
Maybe she went that way.
Makes sense. I mean, it's better than picking,
Arbitrarily.
Yeah.
Well then, let's not waste time. And Ulcus will begin to walk down the tunnel that the letter was nearby. Do you follow?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As you all descend into darkness, up above, we have Sierra Voxy shift, frustrated that the Cogrin have blocked her from her prey. She shifts her form into that of a sleek fox-like creature and moves through the thick legs into one of the openings, sniffing at the ground. She finds an area of the wall where the scent is thick. Continuing on the hunt, she finds herself in a large cavern. No one in sight. And the stench of flutterworm dung masks where the trail may have gone. With no way to follow after, she returns to her master, to Techward. Following this tunnel, you find yourself in another cavern, but this one different. Similar, but different. You notice pathways in this one are marked and seem to have some sort of roadway and demarcations, lanterns that are filled with another jelly-like substance, attracting all sorts of glowworms about them to bring attention. Others are runes inscribed into the walls that glow. And Avi, you would recognize this, but let me see if anyone else would. Bracken and Cecil would notice this as well. Ulcus looks around here with a look of understanding and recognition. He begins to ruffle through his bag here, and he pulls out a sheet. You see that it is a map, hand drawn, and looking about, he begins to make adjustments based on what you had just traveled.
I have an idea where we are.
Glowlight Caverns. And he opens up the map more to show and give you all a idea. Atravenza is about 30 miles away. If we keep a good pace, we can get there in 2 days.
Sounds good.
He looks over to Cecil. You trust me to be your guide?
I suppose we're without a choice here. Let's carry on. I suppose they did attack you just like they attacked us.
begins to fold up the map. And you begin your navigations of the Fake Rim, as Olcus calls it. Go ahead. Roll for me skills you think appropriate for your trek through the Fagrim towards Astravenza.
I'm gonna go for insight.
Are you inciting a particular person or thing, or just keeping the vibes?
Just the vibes, general.
So, as you are moving through the realm, any conversations come up traveling through the glow light caverns? Between yourselves, between any of the NPCs with you?
I'm just trying to keep my footing very uncomfortable underground.
Okay.
I'm more trying to reassess this area and see, like, how it feels compared to when it was in this, not this area specifically, just in Vale of Farah last, and go with that.
Well, last time you were in Vale of Farah, it definitely didn't seem as hostile as it does now.
Fair.
Otherwise, it seems that this place is as it should be. It doesn't seem like it's been corrupted of any sort, but it is, of course, the Fake Rim, especially on the side of the Domain of Night, so everything has a darker sort of connotation and feel. Closer connection to the moon and the darkness, night and shadow, but more in the sense of
I get you.
yeah, it's not like it's evil or anything. It's just
Yeah, it's just,
little more.
yeah, it's just mad at me. Yeah, I
It's
get
just a little more spooky. And then there are specifics that are mad at you.
Yes. And what could have caused that is anyone's guess. So.
Yeah. I will say that Cecil, it becomes apparent to you that Morgan still seems to be upset over your travels. Like, it well within the travel from when you entered into the glow light caverns and over the first day. He kind of sticks closer to Ulcus and to Ansel. He still, stays with the group and talks to you all, but
I'll take note and kind of let that simmer.
mm-hmm. It is you have to spend one night down in the caverns, but Ulcus is thorough in setting up the ring of wires to alert the group around your chosen camp. And through your watches, through your rest, undisturbed. As you are moving in on the next day, this would be a full day of travel, and then the day after, you would be not far from Atravenza and entering in. On the second day of full travel, it's about, if you listen to Ulcus's understanding of the passage of time, midday. You've been walking for hours at this point when a flock of flutterworms is passing along through a tunnel. And while most of them pass by without issue, a few of them are separated from the flock and end up in your court and seem to be, well, a little territorial, a little hostile. And we're going to roll initiative here, as the flutterworms seem ready to defend themselves.
I don't want to hurt a flutterworm.
You don't have to, like, brutalize it. You can just, you know,
Just bop it.
bop it, let it know that, hey, mister, you're not supposed to be fighting me.
We didn't get a rest, right?
No, you've gotten a rest. This
Okay.
is on the second day. You've had your,
Alright.
yeah, because it was over that. Do you have to reassure Sandwich here because
He
of that?
looked at me like he did something wrong.
Stop doing that, then. If you didn't do that.
Oh, you gotta tell the glow or the flutterworms one way or another.
Oh my goodness. My goodness. But yes, it was over really that rest that night that you would have noticed that Lorcan's upset with you. But yeah, you guys all got a long rest. I did. That's on me for not making sure that you guys knew for a fact that you had a long rest.
It came across to me. Just want to let
I
you know
got it.
that.
Thank you.
Your mic's great tonight, Faye.
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
So you've got 4 flutterworms that kind of rear their heads at you. The flowers along their back, bright reds and yellows and oranges, sort of to warn you that, hey, I'm dangerous.
I'm a real tough boy.
I'm
Better watch
so tough.
Check out how colorful I am. That's how you know.
Yeah, it's how you know that I'm dangerous.
Gotta do a little dance.
All I'm imagining now is if we made the Burning Veil in like a JRPG, and it's like the little wait your turn for the tactics animation. So, damn, our glowworms, or not our glowworms, our flutterworms go first?
That's crazy.
That is crazy. They've got a -2.
Listen, we're real close. We're real cute and close.
We don't want to fight them.
So it'll be our flutterworms. And then it'll be Avi, Cecil, Bracken, NPCs. So, our flutterworms, as they rush forward towards you, showing off their colors of "Don't fight with us." Ulcus and Lorcan would be up at the top, in the front of the line. Who else, if anyone, would be at the front?
Me.
I could be up there.
Okay, so every one of you guys gets a flutterworm. And that is a 20 to hit Cecil.
Yep.
A 12 to hit Bracken.
Nope.
That does not hit Olcus. That does not hit Lorcan. So, Cecil, you will take 8 points of piercing damage as this thing bites you. And you are considered a small creature, yeah?
I am.
Can you give me a dexterity save?
Uh-oh.
12.
Cecil is swallowed by the flutter.
I will re-roll that with Indomitable.
Oh no, wait.
17?
Cecil is not swallowed by the flutterworm. So, as it tries to close its mouth around you, you push aside and keep yourself out so you're not swallowed. Avi,
Yeah.
the flutterworms, they're angry.
Oh no. But I'm gonna hit one with a mind sliver.
Okay.
Need an intelligence save.
Cool, that's a 0.
Oh bless. It's 8 psychic.
And just to make sure, Mind Sliver doesn't have, like, the cause it has to have a certain intelligence, right?
No, it doesn't.
Cool, because I know that some of those mind spells get a little
know.
funky.
It does get a D4 subtracted by its next saving throw before the end of my next turn.
Sounds good. And that'll be that guy. And then bam, notice. Anything else from Avi?
No, that's it.
Cecil.
I'm gonna attack this worm that tried to swallow me.
Go for it.
That's 17 damage total.
Oof, heavy hit against this thing. It gives a bit of a little screech of its flutterworm self. Which flutterworms are, you can see, made up of plants, almost, with the flowers on it. It seems more plant than worm. And anything else, Cecil?
That's it.
Bracken, you got a flutterworm in front of you.
I don't want to kill it, but I want to, like...
You can always choose to do non-lethal damage.
Yeah, I want to take a swipe at it to, like, be like, hey, we don't want to... 13 to hit?
13 will hit a flutterworm.
Does 10 points of damage send the message across?
It does not seem that 10 points of damage have sent the message across.
Okay, how about another 9, and then I'll, as a bonus action, I'll make, like, a shoo action. Like, I'll try to get bigger and, like, yell at it.
Go ahead, why don't you roll me an intimidation check, please?
Yeah, I can do that. How's this?
It, in this moment, does not seem intimidated.
It's crazy, I made the noise and everything.
Yeah, you made the noise and everything. It is our NPCs go, and, Olcus grabs one of his daggers and begins to slash forward and try and push this thing away. That is a successful hit from Olcus for a lovely amount of damage. And does not get shoved back. He stays right there with Olcus. Lorcan also going to try and push this thing back. God bless you, Lachlan. You know that's going to be caught forever, right? VOD. Oh,
Oh, yeah!
I don't want to be here anymore.
Bless him.
We have such great times here.
I
Not
know.
a minion or anything.
I've got something, but I can't throw anything while I'm on camera.
That's
Yo,
true.
fight the patriarchy on stream. That's not gonna happen.
I'll just keep a tally here and wait until afterwards.
Okay, you track your days.
Yep. So it is Lorcan trying to push this thing back. Nope. Lorcan does not get the right footing as he tries to shove, and actually ends up getting, as he pushes against the flutterworm, he's pushed back just by the sheer volume of this thing. Ron is going to throw out a firebolt and gets a natural 20.
Nice.
Hell yeah, Ron. And this is on the one in front of Cecil. Who is now... that creature, heavily wounded, and as the fire, is, scorching some of the flowers off, it will take its reaction to run. And so it goes down trying to follow the flock. You are down to 3 flutterworms.
Good.
So, and it's our flutterworms. Flutterworms are going to do body slams to Bracken, Lorcan, and Olcus. An 8 misses you, Bracken, yeah?
Yep.
That's a natural 20 towards Lorcan. And that will hit Olcus. So that is going to be bam. Oh, that had to be doubled because that's a crit. So, okay, that's what Lorcan takes. And then Ulcus. Alrighty, cool. Avi, it's your turn.
Wow. All right. Oh goodness. Well, send another mind sliver out. A different one.
Okay.
Intelligence 17.
Alrighty. It's feasibly impossible.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well, it'll take 6 psychic.
I do want to see how low it gets, but cool. We got a -2 this time.
Oh, bless. Oh, they're so cute.
More plant worm hisses. All flutterworms have been damaged at this point. Anything else from you, Avi?
No, that's it.
Cecil, you no longer have a flutterworm in front of you.
I'll go for the next closest one.
Alright, and that would be either the one on Olcus or the one on Bracken.
I'll help Bracken.
Okay.
Is a 15 hit?
A 15 will hit a flutterworm. That's a crit. Do you do lethal damage?
Nah, just get him out of here.
Alright. Using its reaction, this one is going to burrow and get out of here. Leaving 2 flutterworms. Anything else on your turn, Cecil?
That's it.
Bracken, the one on you is gone. There are 2
Excellent.
flutterworms. There's one on Lorcan, one on Olcus.
I will go for the one on Lorcan because he's been my buddy longer.
Okay.
And I'm going to go with 1-2 combo.
Alright.
That'll be 23 non-lethal. And then I'm gonna yell at it again and try to like wave my arms around and get real big at it
All right.
for not.
You see that it begins to open and shut the flowers along its back, trying to warn you to back off. Like it's trying to keep its ground and make you go away in response to your intimidation.
Fine, whatever. I'll back up.
Okay.
I just want you guys to leave.
Oh,
Dealing
man.
with wild animals.
Truly an experience here. At the end of Bracken's turn, it is going to be our NPCs, and Lorcan is going to Lorcan's gonna punch it.
Poor creatures.
He's just
Getting
gonna,
knuckle sandwiches and
yeah.
getting yelled at.
He just gets a bop on the nose from Lorcan, which is enough that this guy is gonna start, he retreats away, so leaving just the one in front of Ulcus, and Ulcus, again, brandishing the dagger, slashes forward, but this time misses, and the flowers begin to pulsate, and flash along the back of the one that Ulcus is in front of. And Ansel is going to force a dex save. Which this creature will succeed. And it is now our Flutterworms go. The one in front of Ulcus is going to try and bite down. Successfully bites down. Alrighty, so it is as Ulcus gets chomped on. Avi, your turn.
Okay. You know what? It's been working so far, so we'll go for another Minesliver.
We'll see how low it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got a 12, so
Oh, bless. It's 5 psychic.
lovely. Anything else from Avi?
No, that's it.
Alright. Cecil. There's one Flutterworm left on Ulcus.
I'll smash him.
Okay, go for it. God damn it, Sirenscape.
Whoa.
Alright. Do you do anything else on your turn?
Nope.
Alrighty. With that, Bracken, there is, oh, no, actually, after that, Cecil, this guy uses his reaction to skedaddle.
Excellent.
Get him out of here.
So, our combat does come to an end as the Flutterworms are no longer, a threat, having returned back to the flock, or are making their way to. It's at this point, Avi, even with your suppression, you kind of feel that pressure inside of you. It seems that you're drawing closer to Vestrian.
I'll share how I feel.
It's not much longer here. We'll go for a few more hours to take a rest, so that way when we head to Travenza, we're at our best capabilities.
Yeah, right.
So, moving through the realm, the caverns, the Glow Lake caverns. Why don't we get a group survival check here to find, after your day of travel, a place to bed down. Okay. You are able to settle in for the evening. Ulcus goes about his normal routine of setting up traps, alarms to alert you all. Do you seek out any interactions this evening? Any of you?
I'm gonna sit by Ron.
She welcomes your presence, smiles at you.
I'm ready to get this done.
We are drawing closer to it. And it will be... I will be glad to see you carrying yourself easier when it is gone.
Yeah. You know what? I think that when we get back, I'm gonna take you home with me. Just you this time.
I would like that.
Well, good, because even if you didn't, you don't have a choice.
You see where, very much playing into the theatrics, Ron places her hand upon her heart as if this is news and wounding. But she can't hold it very long as her smile returns. Ansel sits down next to Cecil. I can't help but notice, and you're more than welcome to tell me you do not wish to talk of this. But it seems that, I'm not known Lorcan to be one to hold a grudge. Is everything between the two of you? I know that it's not all right, but it's not anything worrisome, is it?
I'm not even rightly sure what his problem is. I'll go handle this, and I'll stand up and walk over to Lork.
You approach. Lorcan looks to you. Cecil?
What's the issue, friend?
You know, I'm with you. You're my friend. I understand that we've got this thing about you and your trust and it not being something you easily get out. I get that. But you're so quick to hand out your mistrust. Especially when, you know, sure, it was a coincidence when Orcus, and he motions to Orcus nearby, and the carrier came out. I never thought, you know, they were the persons, you know, we talk about and give all of our information to, but stand-up guys. You read them. You know them. Or they're vipers that hide their colors, like Kiri. And even after that show of who's truly who, your mistrust was still dished out. To someone who, you know, frankly was saving my ass out in that fight.
So you're off because it takes me longer to trust someone like Olcus.
Off because, firstly, I expected someone like you, who I consider to be one of my best friends, if not my best friend, to be at my side helping me out. And that you're, in the instant of a betrayal, expecting someone else to do the same thing to you when they've proven that they're here to help us. He could have let me die. He could have killed me off while I was unconscious. Wait, no. Larkin didn't go unconscious. It was Ansel. He could have let me just be offed. He didn't have to help me. I don't mind that you don't trust people. I get that. I know that I'm the one that's always taking the limbs and chances when it comes to strangers. I don't fault you for that. But it does hurt a bit when it seems that my word don't mean nothing for you.
It does. I wasn't over-focused on Kiri in the fight because I felt betrayed. If I had backed off and left Bracken alone, then he would have had all of them in his face. There were other people to wake up those who had fallen, and I did go wake up Rod.
I know.
It's likely that Olcus isn't going to turn on us and isn't just waiting for his opportunity to do so. But one has, and it put us in quite a tough spot. The way I'm wired, I just can't give out trust that easily, but he seems to be leading us in the right way now.
I'm not asking you to, you know, trust everyone. Cecil, please, you know. I've known you longer than knowing that to be something that will come easy to you. Trust. Just, you may not have to trust in someone else, but I don't know. I'd like it if, and it doesn't have to be an immediate, you know, sort of thing. If you take my words into consideration for when I trust someone. That's really what hurts the most here, you know? The battle or anything like that, but what happened afterwards.
Did you trust Kiri?
I trusted that Olcus trusted Kiri. I'm not one for picking up people that are, you know, she's friendly. We'll give you that. She seemed no more harmful than, a flutterworm. And he nods to the direction that you guys traveled in earlier this day. But I know hunters. I know people of the land. I know warriors. I trusted that Orcish trusted her enough that he was helping her. And that's just what I'm asking. He's like, when I say something about someone, you don't have to trust them. But trust in what I say.
I'll try my best. No, I'll clap him on the shoulder as I walk by.
Yeah. He seems to take that, and you'd notice in that moment where you clap him on the shoulder a bit of relief. Does Bracken go out for any conversations with anybody?
Considering we're about to, it's third shift and we're going to be getting ready for breakfast,
It's actually not.
No, it's not.
I mean, like, I was just gonna gloss over the watches. This is just all kind of happening before your watch situation.
Gotcha. If anyone's out and about, I would have a conversation with them, but no one I'm looking for in particular.
Okay. So, small conversations, nothing that needs to be super focused in on laser. Yeah, no worries. The night goes by again without issue. Watches go by without issue. Breakfast is had, and you begin your travels in the morning to Atravenza. As you are arriving about an hour and a half after walking, you do see what must be the entrance to Atravenza's Darkwood Ward Leaf. At the entrance into the city are two guards that stand by at the gates. They look to be cypress sprigs. If anyone would like to roll history on cypress sprigs. Avi, you know that cypress sprigs are cousins to spriggans, that they grow from cave moss within the domain of night. They are composed of the glowing moss, broken tree limbs, and small rocks. You know that generally cypress sprigs find mortals curious and interesting. It is likely that you will have more trouble getting away from them than getting past them into the city.
I'll make sure everybody knows. It might be real chatty.
Well, I guess I'll just have to turn on the charm. And Lorcan throws a wink.
Oh, go on, you do it best.
So, as you all are made aware of the cypress sprigs ahead of you, Lorcan sort of putting on a bit of a facade, like he typically does, a bit more towards his normal self. after the conversation with Cecil last night. Hey, good morning. So all here. We was just traveling through, trying to get into the city. Cypress Brig, one of the guards. Yes, getting into the city. Please, if you could, state your business. As it looks over the group, but you can see the sort of curiosity in the facial expression.
Well, we heard about this beautiful place, and we just had to see it for ourselves. You know, we're traveling, and we were passing by. Thought we might stop through for a few days.
Yes. You've heard of the city. You were perhaps a scholar. Do you find things interesting?
I do, actually.
Oh, lovely. What sort of things do amuse you?
Mostly stories, the historical things, and of course fiction. Fiction's my favorite.
Oh, lovely. What draws you to the fiction? Is it the fact that it is more fantastical, or is it the illusion of putting yourself in someone else's shoes?
I think it's that. I think it's, losing yourself in a story that, that's what I like about it.
Oh, that is lovely, beautiful. The other one kind of looks over towards Bracken and Cecil.
Hey.
You train often.
You could say that. I wouldn't call it training more as just getting into scuffs, but you know.
Do you practice any sort of martial discipline?
Only the finest, my friend.
What practicings do you follow?
The ones that keep me alive.
You find yourself in situations of life and death often.
Yeah.
Would you elaborate on some of your more recent situations?
It was all of a day, 2 days ago. We were in one. Someone's very upset with me, and they're trying to get a hold of me, and me and my friends here, we had to fight, and we got out, and I think we're all the better for it.
You say that someone's got it out for you. As a bounty?
Yeah. No, not as a bounty. I wouldn't say like that. More as maybe a vendetta. I don't think there's anything for anyone outside of the situation to gain in the grand scheme of things.
Kind of giving Bracken like big eyes, like shut up, shut up.
A vendetta, you say? So one of martial prowess. Many life or death situations, and the temperament to cause others disease. Do you think this comes from any childhood trauma?
Whoa, this took a whole turn. I'm assuming he's got a pad of paper and a pen out all of a sudden.
No, but he is very much now no longer looking between Cecil and Bracken and solely on you, Bracken. He is very interested in what you have to say because you have been talking so much to him.
That's a big question to ask.
Oh,
wouldn't-
apologies. We can turn the conversation to something else. Do you have any hobbies?
One or two.
Would you care to expand upon those?
Hey, Cecil,
Yes, Bracken.
do you have any childhood traumas you would like to tell this guy?
Not
Oh, no,
particularly.
we've turned away from that conversation.
Well,
And he turns now to you, Cecil. Do you have any hobbies?
You better believe I do.
Oh, goodness, here we go.
Yeah, it's been
Would
a
you-
minute.
Give me a second. Check these babies out.
It's
Can I
been a
pull out
second.
my bongos?
Yeah! They're back.
Immediately, the cypress sprig is like, both of them now are turned over to Cecil. Oh, fascinating. Do you think he
Here.
plays?
And I
Got my
will,
hand in my face.
as
You
they
ever-
are focused on that, I will migrate over to Avi to hang out with them. I don't want to talk to these two anymore.
No, I don't either. I'm really interested in what's gonna happen right now.
You ever hit one of these bad boys?
Oh my god.
No, but I would be very interested in seeing you do so. Oh,
You don't want to?
Is he about to play? Oh, no, please, show us your hobby. This is quite intriguing.
Ron, did we pack the earplugs?
All right.
I'm not seeing them in my bag.
Oh no.
Bracken will
Okay.
go through his and then find a note from Terry that says, "Please be nice to your friends. I took your earplugs." And then a little heart that says Terry.
I'm gonna give a little spit in my hand and rub it in.
I'm gonna add on the note, you see like in little parentheses underneath, please don't be mad at me. But
Time to rock.
performance check.
It's time to rock.
He did. He said,
Hell yeah!
Oh no! Oh god!
Cecil,
He's doing that thing where he
describe
slaps-
to me what a 0 on your performance looks like. Please.
Doing that thing where he slaps the sides of him again.
Yeah, we're slapping the sides. I'm doing like really bad offbeat like ghost hits where I don't even hit it at all. It's completely off time. I'm nodding my head like it is time, but there's absolutely no way. It's just this horrible attempt even at syncopation.
At this point, you have to throw in some spoken word.
Nope, that's not part of my. It's not part of my skill set. Neither is this apparently.
How confident does Cecil look while he's doing this?
Look, can I make an insight check to see how into it the Cypress Brigands are?
Well, how confident are you before you do your insight check?
Always a 10.
Okay, love it. Go ahead, you can either roll insight or perception here.
It's an 18.
They don't seem very... It's not like they're here to enjoy the music, but they are very interested in you, and they're conversating to each other, making little like comments. Very briefly, their eyes flick away from you, Cecil, but always come back. They are like fully focused.
All right. Well, we'll just kind of trail off the bongo solo, and I'll just kind of look at him and be like, "Did you like that?"
You said that you will be in town for a few days, yes?
But perhaps.
While you are visiting in town, we would like it very much if you could join us at the barracks one day and display your skill set to a few of our compatriots, as well as be around for some after-performance review and questioning.
What does review mean?
We would... we would just like to interview you and understand a bit about your methods and processes.
You want him to come and play the bongos for you?
I would be incredibly honored. I
Oh
don't
my
know if we'll
goodness.
have time. I can't promise. But if you can jot down a place or who I could ask for directions on how to get there, I swear I will try my hardest.
They very much take this as an acceptable answer, and will provide for you the location of the barracks and a time frame that would work best for them.
All right. Well, we better get on then and handle our business to hopefully free up some time
Of
for
course.
more of this.
Yes, no, terribly sorry that we've already taken up some time of yours, but you are a very interesting creature, and we'd love to speak more.
Hell yeah.
Avi
All right.
looked horrified.
I'm shaking my head in disbelief.
Just when I was starting to really hate this place.
He didn't even ask me if I had any hobbies.
Ron will put her arm around you, Avi. Perhaps then we can just, tag along with Cecil and proceed this conversation with other Cypress Springs.
Ron, you think I want to be around Cecil when he's playing his bongos?
What do you mean?
I mean, it's just so wonderful.
They agreed with you.
Yeah.
I've never been asked for a private performance.
It's just, Cecil, when you play your bongos, it makes me feel inferior. So,
Oh my god.
Bracken, can you roll for me a history check here, real quick?
Absolutely.
my goodness.
Cool. It wasn't a high DC. As this conversation goes back and forth between Cecil and Avi, the Cypress Freaks never specifically said that they enjoyed Cecil's playing.
That's true.
Just that they wanted him to come back and play more.
That's true. Bracken's gonna keep that to himself for now. He's gonna keep that one in the chamber.
Okay, cool. So
I'm with Avi on this one. I don't know how to put it. I'm with Avi on this one.
So as you ride the high of your performance, Cecil, and as your companions alongside, you make your way past the gate into Atravenza, into the Dark Ward Leaf, and we will pick up with your day in the city next week. Thank you to our players for playing. I hope you enjoyed this session. Thank you to our viewers for viewing. I hope you guys enjoyed this session. I will see you guys in the next stream. But until then, head over to wildewitch.com. Check us out there. That's WILDEWITCH.com. All the ways that you can find us on the internet. All the fun things we've got going on there. And of course, the invite link to our Discord, where you can come, join, chat with us, hang out with us. Join some games yourself. While you're on the internet, please head over to Sirenscape.com as well. Sirenscape provides all of our background music, our ambiance, our sad trombone played during dramatically appropriate times. You can find out more about what Sirenscape can do for you and your table at their website, Sirenscape.com. And with that, as always, may the ever-burning light forever guide your steps. Laters.